What's up? It's your boy 3CP, the greatest in the world, the best in the world, and we are back with some Madden news, some Madden 23 news. This comes from Sports Game Online. They usually have pretty much you can really mostly believe the stuff they put out because when they thought that they leaked the stuff about the Madden 22, the features and everything was true. So, uh, pretty much they know what's going on before we do. So, with that being said, I'm gonna tell you the things they got going on. These new features, gameplay wise, for Madden 23. And the first thing is the first new system. Oh, before we get into that, gotta shout out to the sponsor, SeatGeek. If you're not familiar, it's an app you can get on your phone. It's a website. You go to SeatGeek. You can find they take all the tickets from all over the web, put them in the one cheapest place, the best possible price, and you can see the seat before you get there. They tell you if it's bad. They even tell you the bad ones and the good ones. And if you use my code Third Coast Gaming, you get $20 off your first order. So go see a football game, baseball, hockey, whatever the hell y'all want to watch. I don't watch something but baseball. I watch basketball and football. But you even coming, like Kevin Hart's coming into town next summer sometime, and I'm probably going to that. So, yeah, SeatGeek, shout out to them. And let's get back to the video now. Madden 23. This hit everything. This new system is called Hit Everything. So let me read it out to you. This system, according to EA Sports, will see the game take a step back from animation-driven gameplay. That's the big keyword right there. They're taking a step back from animation gameplay. Oh, now they want to listen to us. Because remember, I think Clint Olenberg said this, there's no way to make a game that's not dependent on animations. But you stupid idiot, Madden 04 was not an animation-based game. Madden 10 was not an animation-based game. Ian Cummings was over all those games, and they weren't animation-based. But as they said, they don't got you got to have animations to make a Madden game, right? So, with this being said, this means they're taking a step back. That means they're going back to maybe making it harder for guys to play the game and maybe making it difficult, an actual skill gap. Wow, could y'all believe that? So what they mean now, what I'm gonna tell you this, because remember, they did this in Madden every Madden. They bring something back and they take something away. They take it away for a long time, then they bring it back. So with this, they're saying this, they're taking a step back from animation-based gameplay. So the hit everything system will see players move more organic and consistent tackling results when trying to hit players around the field. Players will use the hit stick to trigger physics-driven animations that reward who you are as a tackler and how much impact you brought to a pile. So pretty much, let's break this down. I think Madden 25 had this physics engine. The first one they did this in Madden 25. I'm like 100% sure. But so the tackle, so there's gonna be piles, and there's gonna be multi-man tackles again, and you might come in and stick this dude and make him fumble. Which I mean, you see that in the real NFL, right? But I don't hope it's not like this random computers doing it. Just a user and not just fumbles all the time. But maybe this will be this is what I want them to fix. This the whole one-on-one tackling thing. If a dude has a quarterback, Lamar Jackson anywhere, in regs, mud anywhere, if he just takes a run and moves to the left or moves to the right, you're getting juked out the shoe. You don't even got to get juked to get faked out. He just runs casually to the left or to the right, and you just get juked out or run in a circle, right? So maybe that means they'll bring back the actual tackling where you can actually wrap up guys. Cause remember, Madden 25, Madden 04, all those guys, you could actually one-on-one tackle those guys. You couldn't do that in these new Maddens because it's stupid. But and then they say the physics-driven animations where they reward you as a tackler. So if you got high tackling, you should be able to make good tackles, right? And then they say tackle battles. This is a brought back feature. I believe this was Madden 25. This was the thing they did in Madden 25. Now I don't know how to feel about this. Let me show you how it does though. What appears to be a new mini game within the game. A mini game within the game. Wow. Tackle battles will happen when a user attempts to perform a conservative tackle with A or X. This mini game will see users mash the A and X button to enter the make the tackle or break a tackle. During a tackle battle, the ball carrier will be more susceptible to fumbles depending on various attributes. Players will be required to use various mechanics like protecting the ball and give up to avoid the various hit, stick, and strip attempts and defenders. Okay, this right here is a definitely casual Timmy Tryhard 8-year-old concept that they're bringing for the little A, pretty much for guys who like the D-line user. You already mash buttons on D-line. Now you can mash buttons and get strips and everything. But they say if you hold down, that means you want to start running the ball and holding it with the, I think it was R2 or the top R button used to be hold the ball. Can you still do that? You could tuck the ball in and run with it, right? You could do that and keep the ball from getting stripped. Hopefully that means that's the counter for that. But this little mini game within the game, I don't like that because I hope that's not taken away from the actual gameplay. These little mini games, that's like remember the fumble thing? You have to push the buttons for the fumble. So I hope it's nothing like that. But I think it's like the way I'm believing is like in Madden 25 or something. You know, you're pressing the buttons, you're pressing stuff to get out. But I hope it's not like what is just a game, a little mini game starts and you start pressing buttons to see who wins or not. That's the dumbest stuff ever. So, maybe it's like it's not gonna be like an actual little section of its own, but maybe it's just something as you running. If you're getting tackled, with somebody, you can press buttons to try to strip, or you might get knocked off a hit stick. You know, we'll see. But let's keep going. Skill-based passing. The biggest overhaul coming in terms of gameplay, based on the information so far, is the passing game in Madden 3.3. Gameplay will feature a brand new skill-based passing system that will allow players to have more control over the placement, power, and or accuracy of their passes. In addition to being able to toggle the system on and off, you know, like the old Maddens and things, but toggle it on and off like the old Maddens. What it say right here? Like the old passing cone from years back, the skill-based passing feature will include a number of various options that can be individually set. So this one right here, I think is okay, and it could not be. Now remember that precision pass, whatever that concept they had in Madden, 19 or something. Remember that shit that nobody used, that passing system that nobody used. Heat seat time, whatever that thing, but nobody used it, right? Everybody cut it off, and then it was stupid, right? This, hopefully, they're saying that you can cut it on and off, but if it's something like the passing cone, like I said, a guy who had Michael Vick, his passing cone was small. You couldn't run backwards 38 yards and throw a 360 dot and make complete passes. That's the thing we want. So if this thing can complete you from making these dumbass running backwards, throwing all across your body passes, that's the thing that we want out of the game. We want you to throw that. Yeah, you can run backwards and throw a pass, but you're going to definitely lose velocity and you're going to lose accuracy. That's what happens in every old Madden. You cannot run backwards 50 to 60 yards and just chunk the ball off you, not even set your feet, just throw a running, turn 360 degrees while in your arm moving and throwing the ball across the field, not even knowing who's over this chunking and praying and completing the ball for a dot. No. If this keeps that from happening, then that's a W. But in the end, they say you can cut it on, you cut it off. So it's one of those features that you can not have to use. Now, online, I don't know what they're going to do about online, but this seems more so of like franchise can keep this and stuff, but that's the biggest thing about the skill package. And supposedly this makes it mean people who got 99 short throw don't oversell a throw that he should easily make in the game. But Everything else is just pretty much a little feature, and able to actually meter on icon to pass me accurate or inaccurate, land the meter in the light green area for a perfect pass every time. Wait too long, release the button, and you will throw an inaccurate pass. So, yes, if it's like that, I think it's something nobody's gonna be wanting to use. Nobody's gonna want to use this shit. I pretty sure it's gonna be too hard, and everybody's gonna go right back to the same shit they're doing. But hopefully they'll do something to actually fix the passing in the game without having this. But I mean, it could be a good thing. If you do how to use it, if you can use it, then if it's word like, hey, you master it, you might be able to just throw dots all over the field. And then we got here precision passing eclipse. So it's pretty much like that. Like I said, a brought back feed. I think this shit was brought back. This seems like that shit the thing in Madden 19 or Madden 20 where you put the icon where you think the pass could be lead pass, and it never worked. So yeah, I think it's something like that, and they're probably gonna mess it up. They're trying to bring it back and not mess it up, hopefully. So pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much what the most of it is about this. And it's precision passing, but that's what it is, man. Let me know what y'all think about this Madden 23, this news, and we're gonna be back for some more. Peace.